So let's welcome Ambassador Boateng from Ghana, Ambassador Pastor Alexandra Boateng from Ghana. And he'll be sharing with us this morning on finding balance in relationship, which is also very important. Remember, if we don't have balance in our relationship, even with our work life, even with our career, even with our finance and other things like that, that is where the issue of conflicts, disagreements will always comes in, and even challenges. And that is why we are inviting Ambassador Pastor Alexandra Boateng from Ghana to come and share with us on this, our masterclass. So once again, welcome to Y.Y.C.I International Academy, where we present to you this month of May, from the 1st to the 31st of May, mindset for transforming relationship, marriage, and family. Very important. So, Pastor Alexandra Boateng, a true son of Hayward Mills, is the head pastor and founder of Gospel Turning Lives Church, Sunayi, a man full of love for God and man. He has his master's degree in organizational management at Cambridge International College, UK, and the president and founder of AOB Ministries, and led global academic in Ghana. He runs Smart Health Plus Limited as the CEO and the founder. Pastor Ambassador Alexandra is a gospel music musician or ministers, a teacher and a preacher of the gospel, and an evangelist and a strong writer with several songs with the media named AOP. As a prolific writer, he has authored not less than 60 books and is known for the best-selling book, Who is Knocking? That is a very powerful book that I also have read. Pastor Ambassador Alexandra is a conference speaker, a global peace ambassador, the country director of the International Organization of World Ambassadors with headquarters in Argentina. He is the world speaker for the International Parliament for Safety, Peace and Justice, IPSPJ. He loves to teach and train the youth in leadership, entrepreneurship, diplomacy, in the fear of the Lord. Currently, he is a chartered administrator at Sunyani Technical University in Ghana. Pastor Ambassador Alexandra is a family man with lovely 3 kids. And let me show you quickly some of his book. Learn to do good, learn to be happy, learn to give thanks, learn to be humble, learn to be truthful, learn to give God good report, learn to be lovely, learn to keep a secret, learn to remember, learn to stand alone, learn to sacrifice, learn to be excellent, learn to be fruitful, learn to multiply, and many, many more. Learn to obey, learn to use your talent, learn to be creative, learn to keep your words so that you can become integrity, learn to not to worry, learn to praise God even in the midst of crises and challenges, learn to fight a good fight because you keep fighting, learn to win, learn to encourage, learn to do good, learn to preach the gospel, learn to avoid envy. Oh yes, very important. Learn to focus, learn to be useful, learn to impart, learn to respect, because we all need to be respecting one another. But how do you want to do that? This is the book. Learn to be modest, learn to love. Love is powerful. Love is everything. So we need to keep learning how to love, because what you don't know, you will abuse it. So if you don't know the principle of love, if you don't know the meaning of love, if you don't know the differences of love, then you will abuse it, or you will mix them together. Learn to remove fear from you, fear of anything really, and learn to learn. How do you learn to learn? Wow, some of this book, I'm also going to be checking it out and also use it to improve and engage my mindset and growing and renewing my mindset. So without wasting any of our time, let me introduce or welcome Ambassador Pastor AOB Alexandra from Ghana. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you so much.
Before you start, in the midst of this, could we request that you sing a song, maybe before or after? So maybe after or maybe before,
Okay,
whatever
maybe
you want to
after.
do. Maybe before, so that we calm us down as we want to do it after.
We give you glory.
Amen.
And honor. You are the Lord. Let your name be glorified. We give you glory and honor. You are the Lord. Let your name be glorified. You are the Lord. Let your name be glorified. Oh, you are the Lord. And let your name be glorified. We give you glory and honor. You are the Lord, and let your name be glorified. You are wonderful. You are worthy, O Lord, and you are wonderful. You are worthy, O Lord. You are marvelous. You are worthy, O Lord, and you are marvelous. You are worthy, O Lord. Thank you, Mommy.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for
Glory to
starting
God.
your
Glory to
starting
God.
your section with amazing, powerful song. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Glory
Okay,
to God.
over to you now.
Thank you. Thank you, Mommy. I want to say I appreciate the opportunity one more time to join you at the YYCI International Transformational Leadership Conference. In fact, Mommy, you are doing a good job. It's not easy to continuously do this for a whole month. It's not an easy thing. Looking at your age, looking at your responsibilities, your marriage responsibilities, other mentorship responsibility, I want to say that God appreciates you. I pray for more strength for you. I'm praying for more enablement and more support that God will give you all that you need to continuously do this without giving up. God bless you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I also want to appreciate our pastor, Reverend, who gave us the last representation. It was a powerful one. Daddy, God bless you. I don't know that he's still here. I think he's not here. All right. So anybody who is watching this, Reverend,
So
God bless you so
it's
much.
also teaching in his church at the moment. So that is
Oh,
why
wow.
yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. I know
Mm.
that this podcast is going so many places. So
Yes, we
those of you
have
watching
a
us on
lot. Yes, on the
YouTube,
platform,
Facebook,
YouTube, LinkedIn,
Zoom, LinkedIn,
Facebook, WhatsApp. So everybody's watching.
yes. We want to say we appreciate you so much for joining us. Keep on sharing the link to those that needs to be part of this conference. All right, with that much ado, I want to quickly go through my presentation. Please kindly allow me to share.
Yes,
All
you
right, it's
can.
already allowed. Okay. So quickly, where is my sharing button? All right, so I want to begin with my presentation. Please, can you hear me? All right. I'm
Everything
not,
is okay. Yes,
okay,
everything
thank
is
you.
okay.
Thank you so much, Mommy. All right. So today, by the grace of God, we are looking at finding balance in relationships. Finding balance in relationships. And I think that relationship must be mutual. And mutual means that everyone must benefit. So relationship comes from the word to relate, to relate. And so there is no way you can relate with yourself. Anytime there's a relationship, one person is actually involving the other. And so if you are involving others in what you are doing, the benefit must be mutual. So this morning, you will look at areas of where we should balance our relationships. And the first area I want us to talk about, okay, before that, let's see this one. So we are saying that finding balance in relationship is essential for maintaining a healthy, so the underlying words are healthy, fulfilling, and sustainable partnership. If your relationship is not a healthy relationship, in fact, it means it's dying. If it's not fulfilling, it means it's boring and it's sucking. And if it's not sustainable, it means you keep on having new friends, but you will never have an old friend. But I believe that old friends are the best. So relationship must be balanced in such a way that you can make your new friends last and sustain them to become old friends. And then what you also need to do, the three things you need to involve in ensuring in each other's partnership is the needs of others, the desires of others, and then the goals of others. So these are the areas we'll be going into in about 10 ways of balancing our relationships. All right, so we move on. Now, let's look at balance in communication. Relationship involves much of communication. And there are several ways of communication, as you have heard from the masterclass. Others have spoken about communication severally. So, how do we balance ourselves in communication? Number one, open dialogue. So, you encourage an open and honest communication. If you mean one, it is one. There are people when you have relationship with them, even though the color is red, they paint it to be white. And by the time you are aware, they are talking of red, and they are talking of white, yet they are presenting red. So you should be very honest in your communication with your partners and with your friends and with others that you relate to. That is very crucial. It will help, bring a lot of bring understanding and allow both of you to express yourself freely. Because if you relate with somebody who doesn't speak the truth, it becomes very hard to move on with the relationship. The second one is active listening. I spoke about this some few days ago, and many of our speakers have spoken about active listening. A relationship without one person listening to the other with full attention. That's a word, full attention. You standing there, keeping quiet, hearing someone doesn't actually attain that you are listening. You have to listen with your eyes, listen with your ears, and listen with your heart so that you will understand what the person is saying without interrupting and allowing them to share their thoughts and their feelings. You don't need to always be pleased by what others are saying before you listen to them. You listen to them. Sometimes they might be rebuking you. Sometimes they might be correcting you. Sometimes they might be expressing their anger. Sometimes they might be expressing what you did and they didn't like. But be active and listen to them if you want the relationship to also last. The next balance we talk about is balance in time management. Quality time together, I spoke about it last 2 or 3 days. So here, you simply have to spend time also at home. Spend time at home. If the person is your wife or your husband, spending time at home is very important. Among all your busy schedules, among all your tight meetings and conferences, develop your timetable in such a way that you have quality time with your partner also at home. I know it is good to go on dates, it's good to go and do some hobbies and all that, but have time to be in the house and discuss things that are private, discuss things that bothers each other. So quality time will, of course, strengthen the bond of the two or of both partners. The second one I want to look at in time management is personal time. Each one or each partner should have their time to pursue their own interests. If you are having a relationship with someone, know that they are also individuals and they need time to pursue their own thing. So balance in time management. Allow your partners to pursue their interests. Allow your partners to also do other things that will make them happy. Don't always force people to be with you and you become the center of attraction always. I don't think it's a healthy relationship. So balance in time management, spending time together and spending time apart is also very important in building a good friendship and a good relationship. The third one we want to look at is balance in the responsibilities. Balance in the responsibilities. One of the things that can kill relationships is imbalance in responsibility. When one is always seen in doing everything, one is always seen in providing finances, one is always seen in developing or building or cleaning the house chores, one is always seen in doing family tasks. It looks like one other party is free and the other party is always busy without resting. This will not bring a healthy relationship. Most wives do not like their husbands because they are tired in the house, doing everything and taking care of the children, feeding the children, going to farm, going to work, cooking, and doing all that, and their professional work. So they are not happy with their husbands because of responsibilities. Most husbands are also not happy with their wives because of lack of balance in responsibilities. The husbands are doing everything in providing finances. The husband is doing everything in the family task, and the wife seems unconcerned. All they need or all they want to do is to receive and receive and receive and receive without also fighting to be sharing the responsibility. So here I've underlined the word teamwork. We have to put ourselves together in sharing responsibility. If you love someone, you wouldn't want to see them straining themselves or stressing themselves because of a particular task. We will share them together. We will share them together. We will do it together. We will build together. We will divide together. We will be responsible together. That is what relationship is all about. The next one is flexibility. Be flexible in managing responsibilities. You understand that circumstances can change. The fact that we are happy today doesn't mean we'll be happy together always. The fact that we are sad today doesn't mean we'll be sad together always. The fact that we are poor today doesn't mean we will always be poor. The fact that we are rich today doesn't mean we will always be rich. So that we should know the flexibility of relationships. Understand that circumstances can change. Sometimes a partner can be very weak in health, maybe always going to hospitals, visiting hospitals, taking care of their health. One partner can be fed up with his or her partner always attending for medical attention. And I want you to understand that be flexible for your partner. The other partner can be very busy, always attending meetings because of a particular event. Know that there is flexibility. And partners may need to adjust their roles and tasks accordingly. Be flexible, be bendable, be malleable. All right. Don't be so rigid such that it makes the relationship very boring and so straightforward. Relationship must come with a lot of ingredients. That makes it very nice, taste it nice. You cannot cook food with only salt. You need some ingredients like tomatoes, pepper, onions, and other things. You can also not cook food with only tomatoes or only onions. So many other things comes into the relationship to make it nice. Let's employ all these things in balance. Because if it's not balanced, it might be too salty or less salty. It must be too pepperish or less pepper. So let's look at all these things in building responsibilities. Number 4, balance in emotional support. Balance in emotional support. When I am the only person who is always found in supporting you emotionally, I always have to understand you, but you do not understand me. In any matter, I have to be humble to understand you. I have to be humble to listen to you. I have to be humble to support you, but you don't do the same thing. It kills relationship. So trying to understand each other's emotion and perspective will build an emotional intimacy and support. So don't let me be found always seeing you as a weaker vessel, but you also see me as someone who can be weak at a particular time and needs a support. And I think that that is what a relationship is all about. Understanding each other's understanding, a balance in understanding. I understand you today, you got to understand me tomorrow. You understand me today, I got to understand you tomorrow. It's not always about me, it's not always about you, but it is always about us. Always about us. We are the center, not you and not I. The second one I want to talk about in emotional support is mutual encouragement. Mutual encouragement. Encourage each other. In your professional pursuits, encourage each other. In other things, encourage each other. A balanced relationship includes mutual support. Appreciate each other. Sometimes you realize that what the person has done doesn't need so much appreciation because he has just accomplished his responsibilities. But appreciate them for the little tasks they do. After washing the utilities, after paying the utilities, appreciate them. After washing the utensils, doing house chores, After sweeping the hall, appreciate them. After cooking for you, appreciate them. After giving you money to do your hair, to cut your nails, to do makeup, appreciate them. Buying a dress for you. No, let the appreciation come as if this is your first time the person has done it. Don't take appreciation for granted. And it has to be mutual. All right? It has to be mutual. I believe that mutual encouragement and appreciation will always cause us to believe in each other, have respect for each other, and the relationship will continue to grow. The sixth one is balance in decision making. Balance in decision making. Make important decisions together. The decisions about the children's education, decisions about investment, family investment, decisions about the finances of the family, we should be made together. Decisions about our health, let's say decisions about how many children we want to have, decisions about professional pursuits must be made together. If you have a family business together, take important decisions together. About employment, employing and sacking employees must be made together. Take into account each other's views. Don't see your partner as with a low kind of mentality or a low kind of thing.
So we will continue. Ambassador Pastor AOB will continue. It's just a slight internet challenges, but we will continue. We will not give up. We will continue to share. And like he's just sharing with us now on shared decision making, how important it is for us to make decisions together as a couple, and to also give more clearer understanding of what's the reason why we made that particular decision is very important. Yes, okay, continue.
All right. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy. So the next one I want us to talk about after shared decisions is individual autonomy or independency. Allow each partner to make decisions related to their own lives also. So allow me to also decide for myself. Allow me to take decisions that I think it will help me, even though I will share the decisions with you, but respect my independence and career. Balancing in joint and individual decisions builds respect for each other. Allow me to choose my future career. You can help me to choose, but allow me to tell you what I like. Allow me to tell you what I love. Allow me to eat the food I love. Allow me to go to where I want to go. You can give me an advice, but give me a situation where I can also relate to my own life. That will help build relationship. Number 7, balance in financial matters. Shared financial goals, set shared financial goals, such as saving for a house, planning for a vacation, work together to achieve these goals. So we need to come together and put our monies together for a common purpose. These are just few examples I've stated here, but there are many things. Sometimes we want to support our parents. Each parents want to support them. We want to support our nephews and nieces. We want to support our uncles and aunties. We want to support a particular community project. Let us share our finances together. The husband shouldn't just go and buy things for the home for home children or for orphanage home without telling the wife. You shouldn't just go and then build houses for people without your wife knowing. I know couples who do not even know the properties of their wives or their husbands. This will not bring healthy relationship when they discover that you are hiding such a financial goal from them. Individual financial independence is very important. So allow each other to manage their personal expenses as well. In as much as we share our goals financially, I also have other things I want to use money for. The women want to use money to buy some dresses they like. They want to use money for some makeups or for some hairdo and some other things. The men also want to use money probably to buy some programs and watch them on TV, like football and stuff. They want to use money to also pursue their career, buy some properties, buy some cars and all that. Even as we share financial goals, let's also make room for individual financial dependency. This will bring an entirely good relationship for us to enjoy. The 8th one is balance in personal growth. Encourage growth. whether through education or advancement or personal development. Try and encourage personal growth for each other. Sometimes people don't want to continue with growth. If you are in a relationship, let the growth of the other party be your concern. Encourage them to develop upon themselves. Encourage them to attend seminars. Encourage them to attend conferences. Encourage them to learn. Encourage them to read. Encourage them to continue their education. Encourage them to dare things that will promote and bring more qualifications to their life. A balanced relationship will allow partners to evolve individually while growing together as a couple or as partners. The second one is also growth together. Which areas do we have to grow together? In traveling, let's grow together. In learning new skills, let's grow together. In taking on joint projects, let's grow together. What you know, let your wife know. What your wife know, you should also know. So that if two of you are speaking, you speak the same language. The two of you are mentoring, you mentor with the same language. I believe that couples must speak with the same words. And that is why you need to grow together as you are in a relationship. As we come to an end, let's talk about balance in conflict resolution. Balance in conflict resolution. Constructive conflict resolution. Address conflicts constructively by not focusing on blaming and then also accusing people, criticizing them, meaninglessly. When there's a problem, learn to address the problem and not the person. If there's an issue, don't make the person the issue, make the issue the issue.
Wow.
Do not be concerned about the individual whom the issue is about. Let us put the individual aside and address the issue constructively. You see, after addressing the issue, the person will not feel like he has been criticized. The person will not feel down. The person will not feel intimidated, or the person will not feel cast out. But we realize that you are focusing on the issue, you are dealing with the issue, and you are helping the person with the issue. This is very important in every relationship, in friendship, in family relationship, in marriage relationship. If your wife is found fornicating, address the issue. Maybe there are factors that brought about the adultery. Don't just point on your wife and accuse her of fornicating or adultery. Probably she has to do that to save you. All these things, I'm not actually being here to support this, but my statement.
Wow. Do you hear that statement right from Ambassador Pastor AOB? That instead of judging and criticizing and putting down, we can help one another in relationship, and we can help one another by sharing our weakness, because it's also part of our weakness if we cannot control our lust, if we cannot control our wants. So we can also help one another. You have time to, when you are staying together, you can have time to discuss about it. Because if you can be open to one another, then you'll be able to discuss about the issue and halfway solve when you discuss about it. And we will know that you are there to support your spouse. That is what relationship is all about. Okay, Ambassador Pastor, it will be continued.
Thank you, Mommy, for the add-up. That is very powerful. You have to be there to support the weaknesses of your spouse. Do not leave them alone in their weaknesses. That is why you are relating. You are relating to cover up. You are not relating to curse. You are not relating to accuse. You are not relating to cast down. You are relating to cover up the weaknesses of others. So when I see you, I don't see your weaknesses because someone has covered it up. Seeking help if needed. If conflicts become over you, if it's become overwhelming, if conflicts are not able to be solved internally, look for the right person to solve this problem with. Sometimes your pastor, a counselor, sometimes a therapist. Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas can be a very good professional therapist when it comes to relationship. You can seek support from mommy. This is the problem I have in my family. This is the issue I have with my wife or my husband. Mommy, how can you help me? This shows a commitment to change. If you are ready to change, you are ready to seek for solutions. Wherever you find solution, you will do that. And this must be done in an harmony of a relationship. In conclusion, mommy, and everyone listening to me, by the grace of God, finding balance in relationships requires an ongoing effort.
Yes.
It is something that you do not stop. I was speaking to my church yesterday and I told them that immediately you switch off a light, it doesn't take more than a second to go off. So far as the light is disconnected, immediately it goes off. So it means that if you want the light to be on, You have to continuously let the light be connected to power. So if you want your relationship to be balanced, if you want your relationship to be healthy, if you want your relationship to go on, you have to continuously be working at it. Anytime you stop working at your relationship, you have cut the health line of your relationship, because many things will keep on intruding into the relationship. Keep working at it. Keep moving on. Be strong and be courageous. Work at it. Advise each other. Work together. Solve problems together. Enjoy together. Be happy together. Be sad together. Put all these things together. It's an ongoing effort. Communication, ongoing effort. Commitment to understanding, ongoing effort. Supporting each other is an ongoing effort. Focus on these keys that I've raised to you. I believe that by focusing on these 10 balance in the relationship, we will be able to allow both parties to move on and become excellent individually and as partners to build a very wonderful relationship. Thank you so much, Mommy, for the opportunity to share with the whole group and with the world. I'm very much appreciative. God bless you so much. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. Interesting, interesting. Now I know the reason why we have to do this masterclass. Now I know the reason why I have to invite the key speakers to come and address all these issues that we are all going through in relationship. And now I know the reason why I can still boldly say to people that yes, they can overcome it. I can guarantee, because knowing about it is the beginning of solving your problem. And when somebody is now sharing with you how to solve the problem, it even makes it more better and clearer. And by the time you realize it, you will be singing a song of victory, which is very, very important. You will enjoy your relationship, you will enjoy your marital life, and you will also enjoy your family, because family builds a nation. And if you can do your own part, others do their own parts, then there will be peace in the nation or in the society, in your country. And I believe that whatever we are all going through in this world, we can overcome it. We can arise above it, and we can deal with it, because all these problems are being created by man, not by God. When God created heaven and earth, he says that all are beautiful, are marvelous, are perfect. But then on the way of our journey, then we start overcoming. We started to facing all these challenges. And then there is a hope for tomorrow. There is hope for now. And the hope is, yes, you can overcome your challenges in every areas of your relation to others. And I want to seize this opportunity to express my gratitude to Ambassador Pastor AOB Alexandra from Ghana. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
Mommy, for
for
inviting me.
sharing with
God
us
bless
your
you.
wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and experience. And I want to appreciate you on behalf of Yes You Can International Academy. We appreciate you because you are even one of us. You are one of our ambassador advisory board member, and we do not take your time for granted. Thank you
Wow.
so
Thank you
much.
so
We
much.
really appreciate you. Okay, I want to appreciate all our great leaders. Honorable Dr. Inyekachi Ofuru, thank you so much for joining on this Zoom. Ambassador Ilore, thank you so much for joining us and commenting seriously so that every one of us can recall on what has been learned today. Thank you so much for doing that great job. We really appreciate you. Ambassador Professor Dr. Desin Adrian, thank you for joining us today. Ambassador Emmanuel Charles, thank you so much for joining us today. Inga from Georgia, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. And also Professor Nada Raskofi from Croatia. We really appreciate your time you're spending with us on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any questions, Rina, I'm rolling up all your comments. I haven't seen any question yet. I believe you are still sitting down, thinking, meditating on what you've learned today. So, and I want to appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And Honorable Dr. Nkechi Ofuru, since you are with us on this Zoom platform as well, do you have any questions for Ambassador Pastor AOB on the topic of balancing in relationship? Do you have any question? You can type it if you can't open your camera, and if you can't speak it, or if you can type it, that would be lovely. And if there is no any other question, I would like to ask one personal question while we're waiting for Honorable Ofuru to ask a question. And my question is to Ambassador Pastor AOB Alexandra. My question is it really, is it really possible to balance in relationship, thinking of everything you've shared with us today? And also, this is just the beginning of our journey. Is there any book that you have written relating to this topic, or any book that you've read that you can refer us to? That's the question.
All right, Mommy, thank you so much for this, your very challenging question. This question is a professional question. It is a professional answer. So even though I'm sharing my knowledge on the question that you have asked, I believe that it is possible to balance a relationship. It is very, very possible. And that is why, by the grace of God, I've been able to share areas where we should look at in balancing the relationship. Because sometimes we abuse each other.
Mm.
You know, the fact that somebody loves you, you abuse a person's love. And the person will be overburdened by the relationship he or she is in with you. So a relationship must not be a burden. A relationship must be lovely. The Bible says that love is kind, love is long suffering. To love somebody, you need to accommodate the person's weaknesses and strength. So love gives, love is a giver. So the Bible actually tells us, I think in First Corinthians also, 12:8 or so, I've forgotten. It tells us what love really means. And I believe that whatever the Bible says of love is what a relationship must be. If you don't love somebody, you cannot be in a relationship with a person. Even professional relationship comes with an amount of love. Professional relationship. Mommy, if I don't love you, seriously, I'll not be on your program. If you don't love me, you not also invite me to come. So even though it's a professional and mentorship relationship, there's an amount of love. And that is what is being the fuel and then sustaining our relationship. So it is possible to balance your relationship only if you have love for each other. Love should help you to balance the way you abuse others, accuse them, reject them. Love should help you to balance the way you see others to suffer alone without supporting them in their responsibilities. There are many books that personally I have read. There's also a book I think I've written, one of the Lens series. When you go through the Lens series, you'll find one of the books that actually talk about how you can maintain a healthy relationship. It is not actually directly on relationship, but you will find one of the Lens series. It talks about learn to be modest. I mean, being modest, it talks a little bit about being modest even in your relationship with God and with others and not abusing them. So in the Lens series, you can find some of the books there. And also, I have a book on, 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 on how to identify people that are not good enough to be related to. So when you read Who is Knocking and Who is Among Us, it will help you know people that you should avoid so that you don't even go into relationship with them to abuse yourself. It identifies the wrong people who pretend to be good people. So who is knocking will tell you whom you should not allow in your life. And I have the part two, who is among us. Also tell you that there are people you are already relating to that you should avoid them because they are green lights. They show some lights, they show some signals. If you see the signal, learn to draw yourself away. I think that is one of the learn series. Learn to turn away. If you see the learn series, you see learn to turn away. So there are people you need to learn to move away from them. So these are some of the things that I've learned and written myself by the grace of God. And I believe that in our first relationship book, that Mommy, you released last year, if you read that book also, many of the speakers contributed to how we can build good relationships. I
Yes.
think the relationship part 1 and part 2. And I also encourage that we continue to spread and then advertise that book. And also people can get them and read them to correct the bad areas of their relationships. Mommy, I think you can add more to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those answers, and I really appreciate that. Yes, because it's not just having the master class or sitting and listening and learning. It's about implementing it. It's about applying it to your relationship, to your life. It's about moving forward. It's about building yourself up. It's about getting better in your area of relationship. And that is why I have asked Ambassador Pastor Ehobi to share with us quickly how to go out from here and look for books. And luckily, he has written so many books around that area. But before you leave, sir, can you tell us how to get in touch with you or how we can get the books?
Thank you, Mommy, for this opportunity. I have 2 books on Amazon, and the rest of the books, I'm yet to put them online. Um, for how to get me, you have to get my mommy. Jesus said that I'm in my Father, and my Father is in me. So if you want to get me, you have to get my Father first before you can get to me. So if you want to get Ambassador Pastor Alexander Boateng, just get to Y.Y.C.I International Transformational Leadership Conference and seek me from my mother, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas. If you get mommy, oh, you have gotten me cry quick. Yeah. Yeah, so I think
Okay.
that that is a professional way of relating. I don't think that anybody should just bypass our mother in contacting any of us. Let's use the platform that mommy has given us, and let's make her relevant. Let's recognize the leadership that God has given her by contacting her for all the necessary things that we need. So I would advise that if anybody wants to get my book, there are 2 books already online. Who is Among Us is there, and When You Lack Oil is also there. I'm here to put the Lens series there, but it's a huge job. I'm still working on it. Very soon the Lens series will be there. But aside that, anything that you want to get, even if you want to get a book before I put them online, I'm ready to share with you because of the Yes You Can international platform. I'm ready to share. But just get to mommy. Mommy will get to me, and then you can get connected to us for the necessary actions to be done. Thank you so much, mommy.
Thank you so much. And because you just mentioned the books that we've written last year on relationship matters, I would like to show the link and also the video. Thank you so much on your section.
Relationships, they're the foundation of our lives. But let's face it, they can be tough. Conflict arises, emotions boil over, and maintaining a healthy connection becomes a challenge. But what if we told you there's a book that can change it all? Introducing Relationship Matters: How to Solve Conflict, Maintain and Keep Relationships, and Manage Emotions. This comprehensive guidebook, written by relationship experts, offers practical solutions to transform your relationships. Discover effective conflict resolution strategies that promote peaceful communication and understanding. Learn essential relationship maintenance techniques to nurture and cultivate strong connections with your loved ones. Dive into valuable emotion management strategies and regain control over your reactions. Relationship Matters has already helped countless individuals rejuvenate their relationships and find emotional well-being. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Get your copy of Relationship Matters today, available exclusively on Amazon.com. Change your relationships, change your life. Order Relationship Matters now.
Okay, so this is where we get the volumes that we all, including Pastor Alexandra AOB last year when we all got together, almost 80 co-authors written this book on relationship matters, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4, and many, many books that you can get on Amazon, or you can contact us direct on yyci.academy@gmail.com. So these are the books. Let me show you more of the books, if I can get them. Yes, these are the books. So we have all the volumes, volume 1, 2, 3, 4 on relationship. We have another book which all our, majority of our Yes You Can international family has shared their testimony of how this organization has transformed their situation, their lives, and their relationship. We also have a book written by myself and my PA on the Queen and the Prince. We have another book written by my own husband, very powerful book by Olufemi Lucas Afolalu, How to Change Your Mindset, and also the Power of Wisdom for Journey of Life. We also have a book that is trending and happens to be my very first book and has reached every leader's hands all over the world. And that book is Yes, You Can, where we talk about how to build a deeper relationship, how to earn more money, and how to be happier you. And then another book on how Yes You Can Mindset 101. And we also have many books, but why I'm showing you these slides is to let you know that we have AutoShift Masterclass available for those that want to become a co-author or author of their own book. We have the beginner class. We also have the advanced class, master class. So if you are interested, please contact yYCI.academic@gmail.com or elizabeth.lucas49@gmail.com, and we'll be able to express. These are some of our books that we've written and the one that we have co-authored with. So please visit www.amazon.co.uk or amazon.com and you will avail yourself with these books. And luckily, we also have the magazines where people can also share their thoughts, their articles, and also promote their business and also events. We also, so let me quickly share this, which is very important.
Yes, this is me again, Dr. Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu, the CEO of Yes You Can International, and the award-winning author of the book called Yes You Can. Another book as well, The Love We Lost. So I just want to, if your dream does not scare you, then you need to dream again. Your blood, the gift is in you. You are resourceful. You are blessed and highly favored. You have greatness in you. Until you discover who you are and your purpose on earth, you will continue to serve others. But you can serve others as a leader. And why you are a leader? Because you are doing something.
So I want to encourage you. To subscribe to YYCI.tv YouTube channel. Subscribe to YYCI.tv YouTube channel, where you can enjoy all our previous events on Masterclass and Transformational Leaders Conference, and also other videos on inspirational nuggets of wisdom. So on this note, I would like to